Alright, let's try that again with... Okay, there we go. There's an issue where sometimes I'll walk into a chunk and it'll just crash my server. Or not server, but my client. And I hit whatever button refreshes the chunk, which I can't tell you what that is because I just hit all of the buttons pretty much. And that seems to fix it, but that was happening for a while out by the sugarcane area. That chunk was just uninhabitable because every time I get to it, it'd shut my client down. Anyway, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Minecraft Survival. Haven't seen you guys in a while. That's because unfortunate timing and unfortunate events and stuff like that. But we are back, and as you can see, the danger hole is a little bit weird right now. And you can hear some running water. And apparently, I need to get my sword, like ASAP, because I didn't think I left enough light in there to spawn anything, but apparently there's stuff spawning in there. Guess I could just cut them off right here at the pass, but I honestly, you know what? Just to show this off at the beginning, I'm gonna set it to peaceful. Just so I can show this off, but I was pretty sure I left enough light in there for nothing to spawn. Where did they spawn at? Unless they spawn down in there or something, or over here. That could be it. Either way, so we're over here at the danger hole, and I have dug out the walls and everything, and I've added the block up there. I've gone over this in a previous video that you want to have it 4 on each side, and I've got a water trail going this way because I'm doing a different sort of grinder. And we'll get to this trench over here in a little bit. That's mainly for something I want to do for the future. But I've also gone over this, how you can make a water elevator, when I did the first villager purifier. But yeah, so I'm not hitting any buttons except for turning my mouse and whatnot. And it's gonna bring me right to here. 2 block fall so they don't take any damage, and you'll see why. But yeah, I've dug out a little trench so I can get back in here. I thought I had it lit up enough, but apparently there's a dark area in here somewhere. Could be just down here or something, I don't know. But yeah, everything's set here to do the grinder that I want to do. And instead of a drop grinder like the bone crusher over in the Extreme Hills area, I want this one to be a little bit smaller, more compact, since this is the Danger City area. And I didn't want to do too much damage to the danger hole, but this is the second iteration of the grinder I was going to do, so I had to dig up part of the floor and whatnot. But now that you guys have seen that, I'll also point this out, that there's that there now too. And we'll get to that. First off, what I want to do is set up something that'll make it slightly easier for me to turn off or debug the system. Debug, I like that. Debug the system. And that is to put pistons down here. And I'm going to put sand on top of these pistons, since, you know, sand has gravity, therefore these can go up and down and it doesn't matter. If it was going side to side, sand wouldn't be that helpful. But I'm doing it this way, that way I can save on some resources. And I could save on some resources here too, by putting like one here, then one here. And it would save me a decent amount of redstone, because I could just run redstone straight to it. But I'm just going to throw all these repeaters in here. And like I said, this is pretty much just to make this easier in the future if I ever need to finish or fix or turn off something with the XP farm, because that's what we're doing. We're making an XP farm pretty much, or just a grinder in general. And now I can put the water in here safely. And you know what? I'm going to go back onto hard mode after I light this up a little bit more. Let's go back into hard mode. And I don't know where any buckets are. Oh, it could be right here too. Let's light that up. But hopefully nothing will spawn, since I'm not really set up over here for spawning yet. But where's my bucket? I need water. And since I've dug up the area, the danger hole, I thought I had a bucket somewhere in here. There's one. Alright, so I've got one bucket. But yeah, since my main entrance to the danger hole is sort of taken up right now, I've had to go back to using the secret entrance, but don't tell anyone. This might take a while to get the water out there. Especially since I gotta go all the way down through here and do all this. I might cut this out. Might. Ah, crap. I'm not wearing any armor either. Oh, what the hell? Oh, jeez, they're gonna kill me. Alright, so apparently they can spawn. Oh, he's got an enchanted. Oh, and I threw my sword. And I killed him. Let's get the hell out of here. Okay. I need to find some armor. Oh, I could show off my armor that I made and enchanted, and I'm afraid to use because it's so good. It's not in there. Oh yeah, it is. I got the best boots you can get and the best helmet you can get. Well, mine's protection 4. If it had been a protection 4 helmet, that would be the best you can get. But yeah, I got 2 of the best things of armor you can get, which is ridiculous. I'm gonna put on, I guess I could put on some of these, but I don't need armor. That's the thing. Oh, I have some things down here I could put on. Some leather pants, some that. I want to save all my chains so I can put them together and have like a full thing. I need to eat. That skeleton wrecked me, and I see where they're spawning now too, so that'll make it easier. Whoops. Alright, yeah, so I might cut that out. It really just depends. Eat one more time. Because I don't really have a infinite source. There's another one in here somewhere. I'm afraid to go in. Oh, there's more than one. How has this become the most dangerous thing to do? They know that I'm about ready to start destroying them in numerous numbers. In numerous numbers? Does that make sense? Oh, I'm also back in the wind tunnel. I've brought the wind tunnel back. And you know what? Just to save time, I'm gonna borrow this. Put that there because now I have an infinite source. I can put this back now. And just use this to fill the rest of it in. Because I want it all in here because why do I keep hitting Q? I hate skeletons. God, they're OP. Put there, and that should... Alright, that got everything. So now, if I hit this button, water should travel down 8 blocks, take out all that, and everything's spawning now, which is bad, because I don't have anything to catch it with yet. I'm just going to throw up a random block up there. I need all the blocks that are in my inventory currently, though. So we'll just grab some stone. And I'll just put it... I'll just put it there. Perfect timing, because that guy was coming down here. Do I have any more stone? Because I want it to be flush, the whole thing. That's what I was looking for earlier when I was digging everything out. I don't see any more stone, but I could just be blind. Do I really not have any more stone? I know there's some stone in here somewhere. There's my stone. Sorry, I thought I had a spider on me. It's just a string. Why do I keep hitting Q? Why do I keep hitting Q? I guess it's when I'm sitting on my bed like this in the wind tunnel, because that used to be a big problem early on in this series, is I would keep hitting the throw your item on the ground button. And now, pitch black, dark in there. Perfect spawning area. And I'm pretty sure this is bright enough. So yeah, now I can debug this system as necessary. And now here comes the fun part. So I have them coming down into this area right here, which I need to finish off. Put a little holding area of sorts. I am less prepared than I thought I was. I thought I was pretty prepared for this, but apparently I am not. Grab some stone bricks. Love the music too. I haven't heard that music in so long, because usually when I'm like preparing for an episode, I'll have the sound off. Oh, they're shooting at each other. They can see me. Well, might as well just take them all out now. Bring me your items. Alright. I guess best area to, or best place to put this would be right here. Ah, crap. Ah, double crap. I know I have a stone pickaxe in here somewhere. Unless all of those broke. I've got like a barely functioning pickaxe. So I'll make a few more. I like using the stone tools when doing stuff like this because it's not wasting my good picks or anything. I did not mean to do that. Well, now I have tons of stone picks. I will never run low on those again. And I could have swore that you couldn't shift click stuff like that. And by stuff like that, I mean tools, stone pick. So are they gonna fall right there, or can they even see me? I'm putting blocks in the wrong spot. Oh crap! Here we go again. Oh crap! They're all loose too. I am not good at my job. This isn't really my job though. Alright, throw something up there real quick. Throw something up there real quick, that way they can't get down. And do that. That way they can't see me. So now we're set. Can't really get the items here, but that's okay. We'll dig this up and now we can go over to the sides and get the items. Okay. Now back to the build. I want this to be a smaller... Is he wearing iron armor? Nice. I want this to be a smaller build and I guess more humane. It's probably less humane because we're going to be suffocating these enemies, which is why I have this piston here. And I didn't have room for the timer in here that I needed, so I dug this out. Like I said, the whole danger hole's in kind of dismay right now because of the way I want to set this up, and I'm gonna have to dig out some of the floor here. Oh no, my stone pick ran out. Good thing I have like 1,000 more by accident. Alright, so I want to be able to press a button and have it push this piston forward, suffocating them. Sorry, I'm kind of... Can they still see me? Are you kidding me? I'm gonna have to shut this whole thing off. I'm truly gonna have to shut this whole thing off. I can't even... I'm not even hitting them. They're hitting themselves. And some guy is glitching down. Alright, I'm just gonna let them kill each other while I set this timer up. Of course, you're gonna be able to hear everything. Okay, screw it. Let's let them drop down. Can I reach that block from here? Yeah, I can. I just gotta do that. Oh, crap. You gonna give me armor hones? Alright. That's annoying. That is truly annoying. They can still see me from where they're at. So I'm just gonna go in here, and now that none of them are looking at me, we should be good. And I'm gonna be... Alright. I am so out of sorts right now, it's not even funny. So here's what we're gonna do. We need to have a pulse extender that goes the perfect amount of time to keep that piston extended enough to suffocate those till they have like a half a heart. Luckily, I know I've done tests and I know the exact number that it needs to be. And there's a great mechanic with the hopper where if you face them into each other, you can use them together to make a timer. Very helpful. And or not a timer, but a pulse extender. And you can put in a different amount of items, which is 25. I'll go over that in just a second after I've built the thing. Alright, so what you want to do is you want to get 2 hoppers facing into each other. So place one down, then shift click onto one, and then break the first one, and then shift click onto the second one, like that, so they're facing each other. That way when you throw stuff in there, they'll bounce back and forth. So we'll just take these back for now. And we need a redstone comparator coming out of each of those. I've been getting this block lag. And if I just lost that, I'm gonna be pissed. Okay, it's in my hand. I don't know why it's so glitchy. I mean, it is snapshot, so that could just be the fact that it's a snapshot. But from there, you want to put 2 more blocks, solid blocks here, and redstone on top of that. And then here's the harder part, is getting these facing the right way. Need a sticky piston here, and a regular piston here. And then you want to place the block of redstone on top of there. And that is pretty much our timer. Don't have a button made, so I'll just make one. And the thing is, it'll do that. It'll push that forward, and then bring it back. Frankly, I don't know why this is here. Technically, it doesn't need to be there. At least I don't think. Maybe it does because of the whole, if there's something in here, it gets powered or something, and it just bounces back and forth. But you throw 25 things in here, it'll go through one run. And you could have a repeater running out of that block, and it'll pulse extend. It'll still be extended, I believe, because it's still getting power. But if you don't have this here, it'll do this. Wait for it. Wait for all 25 to go by. This is the perfect amount of time to suffocate them. So yeah, if you don't have this other thing here, it'll do that. And the idea is to have the pulse go out of this block, but since there's no way to get an even number, since it has to go through each one, so it'll be 1, 2 if it's just one in there, I needed a way to use this design, because it's the most compact and easy, to get the perfect amount. Which, what I'm gonna do is when this gets pushed to here, I'm gonna run it to this wire down here, if I can. I hate Q. I need to remap that button or something. I've only remapped like one button, and that's the pick block button, and I only use that when I'm in creative, so I've remapped it to P. I need to remap this one to like O or something. That way it won't affect it. I don't have enough redstone on me. Hopefully I have some redstone in here. Yes, I do. Alright, now this should run to that piston. Are there enemies in there? There are enemies in there. Don't shoot each other. Alright, so the magic number of suffocation damage is 19. And then it'll retract, and they all should be at half a heart, which means I could just go in and punch them. Perfect. Oh, you know what I didn't think of? I'm not sure if this is far enough away to where they'll continue spawning. I didn't even think of that. I totally don't think it is. Shoot. That's probably not a good thing. If they can't continually spawn, because that's the thing. Very old thing I learned about spawners, and I'm talking like way back in the day, was that if there's too many mobs in the area, they won't. I'm just gonna suffocate these guys. If there's too many mobs in the area next to a spawner, or within the spawner's range, it won't put any more out. But that's the thing, at the bone crusher, I have it right above the thing, and I'll have like 100 or so skeletons loaded in there. Maybe I'm not close enough to the spawner here, and I need to shut them off. I need to block you guys off somehow. Where's my sword? Because I'm gonna die if I don't be more careful. I am not careful at all right now. I'm paying the price because these guys are kicking my... I'm gonna die. You son of a bitches. I hate them so much. Do I have a healing potion anywhere? Strength 2 regeneration. We'll just have to take a regeneration potion. I need to set up another beacon over here. I need to take down another wither. That's what needs to happen. Are you just firing at nothing? One of them's got a punch bow. Alright. So there's that. Ideally, you want to have a block here so they can't see you. And then dig this out, I guess, to be able to punch at their feet. So I'm going to need to dig out more of this area. And I'm going to let this run for a little bit to see if I can get more skeletons to build up here. And I'm going to stand right here because I believe this is close enough to spawn all the skeletons. So I will see you guys in just a little bit. Okay, so I've been monitoring this, and unfortunately nothing has spawned in a while, so I'm thinking the cap is around like 25 or 30 or so, because I keep seeing 30, but that could be entities lower underground that I'm seeing, because up there in the left-hand corner where it says E25, that's how many entities are in my field of view, pretty much. And yeah, nothing's spawning, so I think I might need to send them further away or something, but that's unfortunate because that would have been so helpful. But you know what? There's something else I want to show you guys, and that is the looting bug, glitch, whatever you want to exploit, if that's what you want to call it. If you kill an enemy and then while holding a looting item, of course you'll get the looting. So if you slash it with the looting sword, you'll get the looting effect. However, if you kill something while you're holding the looting effect as well, or you switch to it, you'll get it. So I could potentially kill all these guys in one hit and then switch to my looting and still get the looting effect. And that's what I'm gonna try out, since I only have a little bit. So let's... Crap, why are they firing? Alright, hopefully they won't murder each other. But, alright, so here's what you do. You toss it, and then you quickly switch to it. And there wasn't a whole hell of a lot in there. I'm not sure if the exploit still works, but that's how it was done. You would just quickly switch to your looting sword. It wouldn't use up any of its durability since you aren't using it. And then, yeah, you get the looting effect. So, yeah. I'm gonna have to move this further away, regardless of how awesome it looks right here, because it is not letting any more load after a certain point. Oh, that guy's got gold armor. I might do it one more time just to do the looting effect, or two more times, because I still have 2 instant health potions. I brewed some up real quick. Used one of my glistering melons, which I made a ton of while it was still cheap to do that. But, yeah, unfortunately, it hits the cap. There is a certain amount of entities that will be... If there's a certain amount of entities in the area around the spawner, it will cease to spawn things. It checks to see how many are around, I guess, so it won't flood it. But I guess that still surprises me, though, because the Bone Crusher... It might be like 4 or 5 blocks above the spawner, but still, that's closer than we are now. I mean, spawning area 1, 2, 3. Oh, maybe not. So yeah, I might have to push it out further. I'll do some more investigation to see what the number and the area is. I might put it up as an annotation or hardwire into the video with like a note on screen or something. I don't know. I might not even do it. I might just talk about it next episode. But yeah, it sucks that, you know, this is all we're gonna get done in this episode, and it's not even 100% working. But I do have this set up to where I can very easily turn this off. I was looking through this hole for a while to see if things were spawning, and then I just came over here instead. But yeah, let's you know, I'm just gonna, I really want to destroy these guys with the looting, but there's only like 3 in there, and that'd be a waste of a healing potion, so I'm just gonna it's a beautiful noise. And now I'm just gonna, okay, good, I'm gonna hit him with my looting sword. And I got his boots, and I think I only have like 9 uses left of this apparently. So yes, we have our second XP farm slash bone crusher slash whatever you want to call it, skeleton farm. I need to turn that back on, and I think I might eventually go in under here and add lights to where when I flip the switch, it'll turn on lights as well, so it won't be, they won't be able to spawn in there, and I can actually turn it completely off. And if that's the case, I might also move the button over here to like run the wire down that way and do that. But yeah, so there's this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Like I said, this timer, very handy thing to do, especially since you can control it within, I mean, I think, yeah, 1 more flint would make it too long, and if I did the pulse from this side, first off, it would make it a 50 tick pulse, or a 50 pulse instead of a 25, and you can't get a odd number. You just cannot get an odd number. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me today. We'll do this one more time because I just love the sound of it. One of them's got a enchanted one, but hey. And also I like now that it's over here because this is right next to my enchanting table and my anvil. That, yeah, it's just no problem. The only issue with this is that you can't, well, I mean, why would you want to spam it anyway? You want it to wait. It'll do everything, but since it's got to filter back out of this item hopper, it's gonna stay there for a while, so there will be a pulse on this side, but since we're not using that, it doesn't matter. We're using the redstone block itself. But let's see, not enchanted, so it goes down in here, and we can start farming more resources and whatnot. And I have some ideas for improving my automated farms, which would be very, very helpful to do. Still wishing for semi-transparent glass, so it's not as easy, or so it's not as hard to see through this when that part of the texture's there. Oh, I guess I could show one last thing off before I cut it. I have set up nether travel. I don't know why that sounded weird to me. That sounded like I had some sort of weird accent there for a second. But I have set up nether travel to the future home of ours, which I have not caved, I guess is the word. I have not gone and done any caving in that area except for digging this out. So yeah, I have nether travel set up to this area, which is good because most of my things are still back behind here. And yeah, I think that's gonna be it for me today. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you next time.